right, welcome back at Titi's House Podcast. Oh man, it has been a time. I've been kind of hanging out a little bit. Had some girls come in town from my hometown, from Jersey. So we've been living the little life.
Living la vida loca.
La vida a little bit loca. But today I kind of wanted just to do something a little bit different. So I've been getting people asking questions, right? Mm-hmm. And so I put a whole list of questions together. But so we're going to start there. We're going to start with the questions that somebody asked. So Titi answers questions.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, how you say questions in Spanish?
Preguntas.
Preguntas.
Ellos tienen muchas preguntas.
Preguntas.
I guess these are questions that they wonder what women think and they wanted my perspective. Mm-hmm. Some of these things are X-rated. I'm not going to be able to answer these, y'all, with my son here. Y'all trying to put me, I don't know what y'all trying to do to me. But some questions, I was like, this is a little X-rated and inappropriate for me to say in front of son. So,
I mean, the internet was created for that. I mean, they say the internet was created for porn.
For porn?
Yeah, because that was one of the first things they learned how to sell.
On the internet. Yeah. Oh, really?
So that me just saying the internet is full of creeps. This is the place for people to be.
Yeah, yeah. These are questions that men want to know women's thoughts on. I guess that's what I'm going to name. The questions that men want to ask women, but are afraid to ask. Right? Can we name the podcast that? What do you want to know? So some people have sent me just questions, and sometimes I get text questions through my own community of friendships, right, and partnerships. So one of the questions, do women look at bulges?
Bulges, that's funny.
The gray sweatsuits, is that what they're talking about?
Like gray sweatsuits.
Oh my Lord. So this was one question that somebody asked, like, do women look at bulges? Y'all know the
look, y'all got a speechless.
I know, I'm a little speechless, but they know that on social media. It was like a big thing with gray sweatpants.
What about like in person when you seeing them walk? Like, you know how guys look at every girl butt that walk by?
Girls are looking, yeah, to see, yeah, I'm sure. I don't specifically look down. I'm trying to look into your face. I ain't trying to look down. But, I guess with that trend of the gray sweatpants that men were doing, they're asking, do women look at bulges? I'm sure some women do. I'm going to tell you from a woman's perspective and from a woman that has girlfriends, I heard they do.
I heard they do.
Can you see it through the pants? I'm like, oh my Lord, I don't know. Then I had a friend. This was a dude sent me this message. A shower or a grower? I was like, oh, that kind of goes with, does women look at bulges? Do the women want to know that you can show it? Or that you can grow it? Because I had to ask him, like, what does this mean?
Oh, you never even heard that before?
No. So I thought that was hilarious. For me, I'm just going to give you my perspective. Be from the show me state. Show me. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm blushing over here. I got to say this in front of my son. But yeah, somebody asked me that. Do you prefer a shower or a grower? I never paid attention to that. Mm-hmm. I mean, do people really pay attention to that? I don't know. Another one was, this was one that a woman asked, why are men always grabbing their stuff or their junk?
When though?
I don't know. Like she said that men are always grabbing themselves.
We just readjusting.
Readjusting.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got it, lady.
I be at work having to wear like harnesses and stuff.
And they're readjusting. Or they just rest their hands on their junk. She said that y'all are y'all men really out here resting your hands on your junk?
It's warm. So when it's cold out, you put your hands in there. It's warm.
Oh, really? Okay, y'all heard from my producer. He's a man.
Yeah.
He said they hold it because it's warm.
It's warm, and it's just
and then that means it has to be a grower because it's warm. He's retracted all the way. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. That is funny.
He's retracted.
He's retracted all the way, y'all.
He's retracted.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, somebody asked me, what is your favorite sense? Like touch, taste, smell, sight, or sound? For me, I think I go based off of, maybe for me, I don't know.
What's it saying? Like in a relationship or what?
Yeah, like sense. Like, what's your favorite sense? For me, it's a smell good person.
Yeah,
a smell good man. If I get next to somebody and they smell good, I'll be like, damn, they smell good.
Yeah, like a shorty who smell good.
That smells good, right? I think so too. I wonder, what you tasting? I don't know. This question is kind of crazy. It's like, what's your love language? Is it somebody, is it through touch? Is it through, service? Like you're giving them things or doing things for them through acts of service, or, I think the other one is, what are the 5 senses? Quality time invested. So that's 3.
Gifts. Did you say gifts already?
Gifts, yeah.
So it's like gifts, quality time,
touch.
I forgot the other 2.
Words
of affirmation.
Love. Okay, words of affirmation. That's true.
And then there's like one more. I forgot what the other one is.
Love languages. Let's see, because I forget them all the time. But what's your love language? I guess that's important to know when you're in a relationship with somebody, because you might not share the same love language, but you have to make sure you're doing things for them to feel loved, right? Or pleased or whatever. So physical touch, acts of service, quality time, and receiving gifts. And you had them,
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So you have to be able to express love to that person in a form that they're able to receive it.
So that they can understand it.
Right.
It's a language.
It's a language. It's a love language. Absolutely.
And then if not, you gotta translate it. Translate what you're trying to do for them to receive.
For me, it would probably have to be, I'm going to say, physical touch, probably.
Yeah, my favorite.
I like to hold my hand, stuff like that. So I feel like physical touch for me. You have to first, and they say it's very important to first identify your love language for yourself, what's primary for you, so that when you're talking with a partner, that they know, that they know what your love language is as well.
Because how can they love if you don't even know how you?
If you don't even know how to love yourself, exactly. That is very important. You have to align. I think there has to be some form of compatibility. People always think that love is the forefront of everything. Compatibility for me is like the forefront of everything. Love comes with when you're compatible with somebody, right? You're able to love them, they're able to love you, and y'all see eye to eye on certain things. If there's no compatibility, love can't grow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's a woman's perspective. That's my perspective, okay? Let me go back to these questions. I just wanted to know what the love...
Since you mad questions, huh?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. Do you have a list of places you don't want to be approached? For me, don't approach me when I don't want to be approached, first of all, in the gym.
I hear a lot of people say that.
In the
gym.
gym.
A lot of women say that.
Yeah, it's very awkward to approach somebody in the gym, right? Or I don't want to be approached in a grocery store. I go to a grocery store down the street, and the same man approaches me all the time. You know how he approaches me?
Yeah.
Why don't you ever smile? I'm on a mission, sir, to come in here and get a bag of beans and leave.
Yeah, I'm hungry right now. This is my
Why do I
face.
gotta smile? But it's funny because there's certain places that people don't want to be approached.
Yeah, I never understood the gym one though. Because what if that's the only place that the person ever sees you at is the gym? So what, they just not supposed to ever try?
But wait till the person, I think that you can let them finish their routine and meet them outside. Like if you're really interested in somebody, I'm not saying stalk anybody, y'all, because stalking is a crime. But it is important to be able to, kind of let them do their thing and finish, and then maybe approach them as they're going to their car.
Yeah, just get their license plate, put in Google.
Don't do that. Don't listen to my producer, y'all. Something that happens, they're gonna get you for stalking charges. Oh my God. This was another one that I found very interesting. A guy said, "Why do women start off very sexual in a relationship?" And then it like dwindles down. Like they change who they are completely sexually. And I was like, because they trying to bait you.
Bait and switch.
Bait and switch. They're trying to get you. So they know that if they're trying to match your energy, but that's not really who they are. So when you get with them and they find, you marry them, because men say women switch up with sex when they get married.
Bam. Or have kids, right?
Have you heard that before?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Oh my God. Men very commonly say that.
Shit.
Women switch up.
A dude at my job was just telling me how his wife, he was just saying like, dang, I wish I could get some more often.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have to put in a request or something? Is that what's going on?
It take 3 business days to get a reply.
Oh my God. So you can't, ladies, you can't meet somebody and go and have sex with them 5 days a week, right? And then all of a sudden from 5 days, you get with this man, you move in with this man, y'all get married, whatever the situation is. And then you go from having sex 5 days a week to 1 day a week.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You gaslit them.
You gaslit them. Now, if you got kids, I can understand. Like when you start having children, of course, sex is not the primary focus, right? The kids are. So you're focusing on your children and not so much on your relationship. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that either. You have to be focused on your marriage, your relationship, even though you have children. You have to sacrifice yourself sometimes. Your tiredness, I'm tired, I don't want to do this, but you have to think about the person that you're with. You can't do that. I don't think that's fair. Yeah. And a lot of men end up wanting to get divorced because of that.
Cheating and all that.
And end up cheating. Ladies, you got to sacrifice yourself. Same thing with men. Men probably, there might be some of y'all out there that slow up afterwards. Like I put in the time. I'm done type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's crazy because they say women's sex drive increases as they get older. So it should feel like the opposite.
The opposite, depending on what age group you marry too. I think that has a lot to do with it too. Because you're right. Men are usually very sexual in their 20s, where women in their 40s and 50s become more hypersexual. So it's a real big disconnect. And men in their 50s, people start in their 50s, you have to think as you age, you start to develop, God forbid, you start to develop, diabetes and just medical concerns start coming up. Prostate cancer, women have breast cancer, ovarian cancer, cervical cancer, like things start happening to your body that in time it just happens because you're maturing and getting older, right? So with that, you have to sacrifice things. You really do. That was actually another question that somebody asked me. What are you willing to sacrifice to make your partner happy? What about yourself are you willing to sacrifice? Say you work, a job that's very rigorous, very physical. And you come home and as a man, you come home and you're tired. You might not want to have sex. You might want to eat your dinner, put them damn kids to sleep and go to bed, shower and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Have a beer and just knock out. You can't do that because then your partner is suffering, right? Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling?
Because she could just do all the work. You can still get done.
Yeah, but a man, he gotta be involved in some way. She can't do all the work herself. Actually, the stamina, physical activity and pain and all that stuff and tiredness impacts a man's stamina.
Oh, no, for sure.
And their libido.
Yeah, and just even like you're saying, just to even want to do it. Because
Exactly.
you won't be in the right mind frame. Right?
No, you're like, I dated a guy that told me, if my money ain't right, I definitely can't have
Dang.
sex. Yeah, he'd be like, I gotta get out here and get this money right. Because if this money ain't right, my sex game ain't right.
That's
I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't have sex. And I was just like, what?
That's a good one.
I'm serious. It's a lot of people that, if they're not mentally and physically in a good space, they can't perform.
No, that's funny.
So, and then another person said, a man said, why do women judge each other so harshly?
That's for you to answer.
Man, I think we do. Why do women do that? Why are we judging one another so harshly? I guess, I don't know. Because I don't feel like, I'm a girl's girl, so I don't feel like I judge people. I'm not judgmental. There are people that are very judgmental.
Because it's 10-1 and they all trying to win.
No, I ain't trying to compete with nobody. I'm in my own lane, y'all. I'm in my own lane. It's the slow lane all the way to the right. The fast lane is all the way to the left. I'm going to stay right over here to the right, and I'm moving at my own speed. You know what I'm saying? I think people say there's not enough men. There's so many women to men. But you have to look, and the same, sometimes vice versa, depending on where you live. You know what I'm saying? It's more women than there is men. Because a lot of our men are incarcerated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, there's more women than men. But at the end of the day, what are you looking for in a woman? What qualities does she possess? What character traits are you looking for? Some people want a person that's been married before, not married before, has children because they have children. Like there's someone out there for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta keep hunting until you find the right one.
Yeah, I just watched a little short documentary about there's an island that is 70% women because it's like it's over there near Indonesia. Most of the men go out to go work on the water, and a lot of them die. So it's 70% women on the island. They just be happy for somebody to come choose them.
Really? Because it's 70% of them.
70% women.
Wow. That's crazy.
So if you're looking, it starts with a B. I forgot the name of the island.
Wow.
But it's in Indonesia, near Indonesia.
I do think that women do harshly judge one another, looking at each other physically, looking at them, or just, say little stuff in competition. I'm not in competition with anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not. Those days are over for me. I don't think I was married very young. So for me, competing with who? And even then, I'm not about to compete with no woman for no man. I'm not about to chase no man. I'm not about to put in time and effort for somebody who's not putting time and effort for me. You know what I'm saying? Bye-bye. What do you actually want in a man? So they asked me, what do I want in a man? What am I looking for in a man? First of all, I'm not looking for no man. But if one finds me and he's the right, I don't care about looks for me.
You always say that.
I always say that. Looks are not important. Do I need to initially be attracted? Like initially I got to be able to look at you, and then you might catch me with something you say, a catchy phrase or something that you say to me. Really an introduction pickup line will probably get me.
For real?
Yeah, you could be ugly and have the best pickup line, honestly. I really feel like for me, I'm not a look person. I want to know, what are your, character traits? What do you possess? Are you a hard worker? Are you, a protector? I'm into the signs real big too, the horoscopes, because I really believe that people have traits based off the month that they're born in. But I also feel like people's personalities are developed by the people that they're around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people the stars can align and your sign can say one thing, but your past experiences and who you're around really builds your character too, right?
No, I definitely believe that.
I believe that. So I don't think, like I said, I'm not looking for no man, but if one approaches me and, like I said, character is very important. What character traits do they possess? Do they work hard? Are they hard workers? Do you love your mom? If your mother's still around, do you love your mother? How do you communicate with her? Are you close to her? Because I feel like a man that loves his mother will love his wife. You know what I'm saying? And also, I just want somebody honest and loyal. Is that a lot to ask for? I don't care about how much money you make, financially. I don't care about none of that, finances or none of that stuff. Because I've been taking care of myself. Make good money myself. So I don't need no man for that. But I would want a man with good character. What did your parents instill in you to make you the man that you're today? You know what I'm saying? For me, that's what I want. But I ain't looking for it, but I want it. I want it. And somebody who's physically fit. I'm sorry, I got to put that out there. I do want a man that's in the gym, working out. I feel like a man that is in the gym is disciplined, and that discipline carries over to your marriage.
And other parts of your life.
And other parts of your life. Discipline, meaning you get up in the morning and you go to work, or you go to the gym, then you get showered, go to work, you're meal prepping. All that takes time. That's a disciplined man. Really, for me, discipline is very, very important. A disciplined man is a faithful man, honestly. A man that's working out and puts things, priorities first, that's discipline. Ladies, look for you a man that's disciplined. A man that goes to the gym, they're disciplined. They're meal prepping. They're making sure they're getting everything in a day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me what turns me on. That's funny. I never thought about what turns me on. Intellectual conversation. I feel somebody who's funny. I like somebody because I like to laugh. And I feel like I'm a clown in a sense too. People tell me I have good energy. So I'm like, I want somebody with good energy. That turns me on. Having great energy. Oh, and just being a person that is, protective. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go out, like you're making sure I'm good. You're making sure that if we're in a space where there's a lot of people, you're protecting me in that space. Like I want a protector. That turns me on too, because a man that can show you that he can protect you in that moment can protect you later on too. That means that if it ever comes up, he gonna protect you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? By the way he treats you in spaces and in what I was gonna say, outdoor spaces or outdoor events.
In dangerous
environments.
That's
you never
in the
know.
World, though, like.
Yeah, but you got to know that a man can protect you. Women want to be protected. Honestly, if you with a man that's can't protect you, what you there for? I don't know. It's funny. I was having a conversation with a friend the other day and his coworker, and they were talking about how men judge women by their past. And they were talking about a woman that, would you still marry a woman that
was a hoe?
I didn't want to say that was a hoe. I was trying to word that differently. Yeah. But a woman that was promiscuous and did the whole football team.
She still got them skills?
No.
She got the
I
skills?
don't know if she got the skills. But a lot of the guys were saying that they wouldn't. A lot of the men were saying, well, some of the men were saying, yes, they would judge her based off of that. I wouldn't judge a man that was promiscuous in his 20s because I feel like you're immature. Yeah. You mature over time. You don't know what they were going through in that state in that time of their lives.
And that was their addiction
that made them, absence of a mother, absence of a father. Like what were they searching that they were doing this promiscuous behavior?
I mean, and I don't judge on the past. The past is the past, and because somebody could judge me on it. I done been out here, So if you go want somebody not to judge you on your past, then you can't.
Then why? Yeah, why? And some of them were like, "Oh, she's a hoe. She always going to be a hoe." That is not true.
Hey, bring them skills.
In high school, you're immature. You don't even know that doing this stuff can ruin a reputation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It can impact your future. Just by how people perceive you, conversations in different spaces about who you are. You can't identify a person by their past behaviors, especially in the young adulthood. Yeah,
and because their wife or whoever they married wasn't a promiscuous woman, that's why they're not getting sex every day, and they over there stressing.
Did y'all hear what my producer just said? The promiscuous women might have sex with you more often.
Every day.
Oh, my gosh. Another question, how do you really want to be perceived by men? Which I thought this was a little funny because what he said was that people sugarcoat their appearance on who they are, and they're not really who people perceive them to be. It's funny because I dated a guy a long time ago named Quincy, and Quincy said to me, "Are you going to change? Like, if we were to get married, would you change who you are today?" And I was like, what you see is what you get. I'm thinking that's how it is for everybody. But from my understanding, this gentleman said that some women are not who they actually...
I mean, you just said that too
who they
about the
actually
whole
say they are.
sex thing. They make it you think this is the type of vibe, or But I don't know if it's just women. I think humans are good at
hiding and masking who they are.
Yeah, trying to fit to get what they want from people.
Yeah, they're chameleons.
Yeah, chameleons.
Yeah, they change according to the person that they're with. I'm not like that. I'm sorry. What you say? I'm very sympathetic, empathetic. If I'm dating somebody and they tell me they don't feel good, I'm reaching out to you to see how you're doing. I'm not, that's just who I am as a person. I ain't reaching out to you trying to get nothing from you. Like, I don't know. But that was a good question. How do you want to be perceived? The way that I am. Funny, I feel like I'm a good person. I guess I'm tooting my own horn, but you should toot your own horn. I'm actually who I say I am. I think so. I don't think I change up. And then there's a question that a person asked about being comfortable. Are you comfortable naked? Should you be asking people this?
I mean, I guess it'd be people who not comfortable with their bodies who be feeling something. Because I've dealt with some thicker shorties and they don't be as comfortable. They be a little more shy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you are who you are, be who you are,
I'm sorry. Listen, I always say this. Every woman is different. We all come in different sizes. Women that have had children, they might have some stretch marks.
That
Like, listen, we not 100% what we were when we came into this world. Your body transitions as you have children. Some women are lucky to drop a baby and be looking good. Not one stretch mark. I applaud y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't look like that. And if you're a physical person, if physicality is important to you, then you need to be with a woman that is comfortable in her own skin. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman that meets your standards. If you don't want a woman that's had children or has bared children because you want her body to look a certain way, then that's the women you should be targeting. Okay? So I feel like, are y'all sleeping? Like, is this really men that are awake really care about, how about caring about what her heart looks like and not her appearance? I don't know. I had a guy tell me, that's bull. He was like, that's bull. You got to look at her first to see if you like her. You can't look at her heart first.
Yeah.
So I was like, that is so true. If you are into looks, know that you're looking at I've had also men say, I'm not attracted to my wife anymore because after she had a baby, she wasn't the same person.
Mentally or physically?
Physically, she wasn't the same.
You go drop
like that is so harsh.
Yeah.
To know that this woman had your child, this is your husband saying, I'm no longer attracted to her because her body's not the same.
You gotta go spend that money to get her body done then or something.
Then go get her. Thank you. Go help her get her body
really
done.
that important.
If it's that important to you that you want a woman that looks the part or you want her to look a certain type of way, go get her a mommy makeover and pay the $20,000. Stop being an asshole. That woman gave you a child. Like, I don't understand that whole thing of men. You're no longer attracted to her because she done had a baby. Or you done seen her have a baby and you're like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's quite crazy. So after getting these questions, I was like, let me just search because I'm curious. Mm-hmm. Are there any questions out there that guys wish they could ask women that they just don't ask? And there was an article in the Thought Catalog that was written by Derek Lawrence. on January 16th of 2024. He wrote an article saying the 20 questions that guys wish they could ask women. And I thought it was very interesting. He said, despite having many years around or coexisting with the opposite sex, there's still questions that men want to ask that they're afraid to ask. Do you think that's true?
Not me personally. I ask whatever.
You ask what's on your mind. You ain't scared to ask. Question number 1. So there's 20 questions. And the first one is funny. I got this question too on my thing. Does size really matter? That's depends on the person. I've heard women say that they've been with men that, they weren't that great.
Just sexually or
the
physically?
Sexually wasn't that great, but they were very compatible otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
With somebody that you wasn't compatible with sexually?
Oh Lord. I'm gonna say I have. Okay. Sexually, it was I liked them as a person, but sexually, it was like it just wasn't that great. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make that face.
What wasn't great about it? Yeah, that's what
I just think that so when you have I feel like two Virgos just do not match. We're very aggressive people. I think we like to lead a lot of times, and he wanted to lead, and I was like, I want to lead. Like, it was just a lot of combativeness in the bedroom. It just wasn't good. And it makes sex very not good. Like, I don't want to do this. It was times I was like, I don't want to do this. But, I feel like size does not matter if the person knows what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Men could say the same thing about women.
What? Does depth
size
matter?
And depth and,
tightness,
all that kind of stuff. So don't waste your time if you have sex with somebody and it's just not good and you're not happy.
That's a waste of time.
Just leave them alone. Ghost them. That's Titi told us.
You're going to eventually end up cheating on them.
You're going to end up cheating. I will cheat with somebody where the sex isn't good. I definitely will. Be compatible. And if that's important, if sex is important to you, then make sure that you're getting what you want sexually. You know what I'm saying? You both have to be happy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people also don't talk to their partners to figure out what they truly into or what type of stuff.
Yeah, you really find out. You find out
when you walk in with her and somebody dressed in a
he's
baby.
having a threesome with 2 other women, and you're walking in like, oh my God, yeah, And then if you find out stuff about your partner that you don't like, and you think that they're gonna push it on you, let them go. You know what I'm saying? It saves you a lot of wasted time. We waste time on stupid shit. I swear we do. It's like, why waste your time on something that is never going to get better? I know I've done it. I'll be the first to tell y'all. I have done it. I have wasted my time on something that I thought would get better with time, and it never did. And you spend time trying to understand that person for what? Just let them go. Go on with your life and find somebody that is better compatible for you or better suitable for you. Don't waste your time, okay? You heard it here first. Do you really find the penis attractive? Oh my God, I guess you got to. Right?
I don't know. That's not
it should not be. Ladies, this is a good question for you. Do you find a penis attractive? Oh, from a heterosexual male point of view, it might be God's ugliest creation. That's what this man is saying. I don't know about that one. I'm going to have to defer that to my ladies. Do you find them? I think some are uglier than others. Yes, I do. But it's all about what you like. If you got an ugly one, then leave them alone. That's another choice you got to make and walk away. Oh, my God. I'm blushing over here. What's the ideal opening line? Oh, this is funny because I feel like it's always some type of awkwardness, right? Mm-hmm. When a man walks up and says something to you, or I don't think there's any ideal pickup line. I think there's an ideal situations where you can walk up to somebody and say whatever, but it's the situation has to be right, right? What do you think?
Oh no, definitely that. I always say that I never want to make somebody uncomfortable, so I've always just been more of a online dater in my older years, just because women seem like they don't want nobody talking to them no more.
Right, you're not approaching them in the right space, like we said. You got to approach them in the right where you don't want to dance. Maybe you're approaching them in a place they don't want to be approached. I don't know. You gotta. I don't think there's an ideal line. I think it's an ideal situation. What is the circumstances of the situation or your surroundings when you're approaching this person? You know what I'm saying? If you're in a club, I'm going to be honest. I don't like to be approached in a club. The music's too loud. You're screaming at each other. What's your name? And I have an alias, so I always use my alias. So it's like, then they're like, what? What did you just say? And then they start spelling out the name. I'm like, oh, Lord, this is not a good place. So in a club is another place I do not want to be approached, okay? So you're hearing it here. Would you ever really consider a threesome? That's the thing I was just talking about. If a man is into certain things that you may not be into, and all of a sudden they're trying to push that on you, make sure that you let them know. Cut them off right there. That's not the person for you. Why are you wasting your time? If you know you don't want to have a threesome, why are you wasting your time with this person? Because eventually, if that's what kinkiness they're into, they're going to try to push that off on the women that they're with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, hey, make sure you know what they're into. Make sure you're having conversations. Do you guys even really enjoy chick flicks?
I like chick flicks.
I like chick flicks too.
Yeah, chick flicks is funny.
There's some really good ones.
What are you talking about, like Sex in the City?
Like The Notebook.
I like The Notebook.
Yeah, I love The Notebook. That's a chick flick. A man will watch that. I think you just got to know what your guy's into. Some guys will just watch chick flicks because you're watching them. Yeah. I think you need to switch off and on. Like one week you pick a movie, the next week, or you pick the first movie and I'm going to pick the second movie. I think that's keeps things interesting, right?
Yeah, and it introduces them into what you're into. They start to see like, oh, they're always picking dystopian sci-fi movies. This is something they're into.
This is something they're into. That's a good thing. That's a good way of learning somebody. Actually, sure. I didn't think about it that way. And I definitely, even if it's a movie that I'm not into, I will go watch it. Just buy me some popcorn and I'm going to go watch the movie. I do want a popcorn and a slushie when we go. And if we're at home, I want some popcorn here too. Another one. Are you okay with someone who likes to walk around naked? There's people that really don't like to walk around with clothes on. If that's your thing, do your thing. But don't come in the kitchen when I'm cooking naked.
Naked.
And you don't manscape. I don't like that. No.
It's gonna mess your breakfast up.
Mess me all up. I don't like that. Okay. Ideally, how long would sex last for you? So men want to know, ladies, how long ideally would sex last? Oh, I think it depends on the person, right? Mm-hmm. At what point is enough considered enough? I think it depends on the person. If the sex just isn't good and it's going past 10 minutes, just end it.
That's funny.
Just end it. That means it's not going to get any better, right? That goes back to compatibility. You're just not compatible sexually with that person. Honestly, right? Mm-hmm. It shouldn't last, if it's bad sex, it shouldn't last longer than 10 minutes. I don't know. That's my opinion.
And if it's good, then you shouldn't be worried about how long
If it's good, you're not worried about how long it's going to last, right? Since we're on that subject, how often would you like to have sex? That's what we were talking about. Like you start off one way and then you get married and it ends up another way. Hey, there's people that do it every day. There's people that make appointments to have sex. Like on Friday, we gonna do it. That's just what it is. On Friday, we gonna do it. I don't know. It just depends on the compatibility of your person. You can't assume that it's the same for everybody, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just get you somebody that you're compatible with and that likes to have sex as much as you do. That's my opinion. What do you think?
I was just gonna say these questions they're asking is stuff that you should be asking your partner and not be scared to ask them.
You should not be scared
to ask this type of stuff is crazy.
Some people are. What's more important to you, looks or personality? I already said personality for me. Because looks somebody can have, honestly, you have to be in love with this person. Because if something happens to them, are you willing to stay around? A lot of people leave because they're in love with the looks and not the person. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been with somebody that you really just didn't like? I've been with somebody that I really just didn't like as a person. Mm-hmm. Just didn't like them. I loved them, but I just didn't like them. So the things that they did made me not like them. So why would you, of course, be in love with the personality? That's my...
personality is more important to me.
More important to you too? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Man, because some people, if you're just going for somebody looks can draw you in, but can it keep you there? People that are beautiful may not have good hearts. I don't know. Hair or no hair?
Where?
Up here.
Oh, on the head?
I guess.
Oh, because they are
asking. Oh, this goes for all parts of the body. Okay. Well, whether covered by clothes or not.
Yeah, it don't matter to me.
It doesn't matter that if she shaves or gets Brazilian waxes or if she has short hair or long hair. You don't care about none of that stuff.
Nope.
No, that's good though. I don't care about the no hair up here, but I do care about the no hair down here.
Which one?
I want you to manscape. I don't like all of that. I think it's disgusting. It holds odor.
That's her OCD kicking.
That's my OCD, y'all. OCD. I can't. A man has to manscape for me.
She be cleaning all day, every day.
All day, every day. If we're in a relationship and I somehow bumped into my ultimate celebrity crush, how far would you let me go with her? This is a dumb question. You're not going anywhere because the celebrity crush ain't even gonna look at you. Let's just be real. Unless you just fine. They might ask for an autograph. Just get the autograph and get it signed. Come on, move on. Autograph. Boy, you ain't going nowhere. Hush.
Celebrity crush don't want you.
The celebrity crush do not want you. How far would you? You can't go nowhere with her because she don't want you.
And she married already.
Question number 12. Okay. At what point can a guy play too hard to get? Oh my God. I really feel like some men really do this. I feel like they want a woman to chase them. Not about to chase you, dude. Like, why do men feel like they're the prize or they hold the most value sometimes? Do you think that there's men that do this?
I think I hold a lot of value.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman should make a move on you?
No, but if she do, that's fire too, but no. I'm going to go after what I want every time, you know. But also, what if it's a shorty that you don't know that she into you, or you ain't even looking at her like that?
Right.
Because maybe y'all been friends for a long time, and then she's just like, would you expect him to cross the boundary that you done set?
Right, exactly.
Or you going, now that you looking at it a different way, you know, sometimes the shorty gotta do something.
Then you have to look too. Sometimes men are just shy.
That too, I'm shy.
Yeah, men are... Okay. Men are just shy. There's some shy men out here that don't have a lot of experience with women.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll tend to be a little bit more shy. But you play too hard to get with me, you ain't getting gotten. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. You're going to end up by yourself. You know. I think that's lame.
Yeah, no, sometimes I think that we really just... the clue's not there because women are not great at flirting, so you don't know that. They're not the best.
Really, I never heard that. I would think women were the best at being flirtatious.
No, I've encountered a lot of women that have said that they
don't know how to flirt. Is it awkward?
Yeah, they just not.
I am a big flirt. I am. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. If I see somebody I like, I'm gonna say, "Oh, he's handsome. Oh, you got a nice beard," or you know. I feel like guys flirt. Beard. Guys flirt like a little indirectly, and then there's guys that's just gonna come up to you and be flirting, and you just like. Get out of here. I'm not even attracted to you.
Yeah,
But
see, that's why they don't be trying, because they don't be jumping them off like that.
oh man, like they lame. I don't know. But I ain't about to chase you, sir. So you play too hard, go get got somewhere else, because I'm not about to do that. What's your true opinion on porn? A man wants to know what a woman's true opinion on porn is. Curious if women like porn themselves or if it disgusts them. I think it depends on the women. And I think it depends on the situation. If you with a man and he constantly turning on porn when you with him, he got a problem. Okay? He got a serious porn fetish and he can't perform unless he feel like there's 3 women in the room. You and the 2 on the screen. Okay? That's called a threesome. Okay?
Watching porn
This man got a problem. And he's disgusting. So for me, my opinion on porn is it depends on the person. And like I just said, if he's turning on the TV and he got to have 2 women and you and watching porn to come off, it's something wrong with him. So that turns me off. I can't. And I'm not against porn. So if forced to give up sex or being gone down on, which would you choose based on assumptions? This is a clear answer that men expect, but let's see. Oh. I don't know which one I would choose. Depends on the person. I don't know. I think that depends on the person. Would you give up the ability to birth a child and give it men if given the chance? Give it to men if given the chance?
Oh, let men be the one that birth the kid?
I would love to see a man out here birthing a child. Because y'all going to be punks when it's time to push.
That's funny.
Man, birthing a child is no joke.
Just even the 9 months leading up to it looks uncomfortable.
Just even 9 months and carrying a child.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that it kind of spooks me out when I see a transgender person, that a woman that's pregnant, but they present as a man. That creeps me out. Because to me, it's like I'm looking at a man with a beard having a baby. That weirds me out, y'all. And I'm not against transgenders or anything like that. So don't get it twisted. But it is kind of weird.
I
think I would be weird. I don't want to see a man have a baby or a man be pregnant. Honestly, it weirds me out. Because God put women on this earth to bear children. That's why we have all the parts to do that. I don't want to see you guys going through that. Plus, it's an excruciating pain that you wouldn't be able to handle.
Yeah,
I don't think so. You'll die giving childbirth. You'll die childbirth. Oh, my God. Number 16. Is there any parallel for men that could give for what it's like to go through your period? A man wants to know what it's like to have a period. Y'all don't want to know what that's like. It's cramps.
Yeah, it look like it.
And some women, when they're having babies, they said it feels like cramps times 1 million.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, they hurt bad. So there's no equivalent to having a period.
I've never wondered.
Imagine just having diarrhea.
That'd be hurting.
Men, imagine just having diarrhea just coming out for 7 days straight.
My goodness.
A watery diarrhea at that. I'm sorry.
You eat the wrong thing, that might happen.
That's the only thing I could compare it to. It's a mess. It's disgusting. It's that women, I know it's part of life for women, and we learn how to adapt. Adaptability is very important. Learn how to adapt as girls and get your period, and then in womanhood, and then you have it for like 40 years. Some women have it for 40 years until they turn 50. Some women get their period at 9 and 10. I can't even imagine. I had my period at 15. So, oh my God, we learn how to adapt to it. I don't wish that on any man. That's another thing I don't wish on a man. They want to be able to somewhat relate. That's just like how men in pregnancy, they put on the electrifying little belt so that they can feel what contractions feel like.
Yeah, I don't want to feel that.
They don't want to feel that. They're like, oh no, they can't handle it. I'm telling you, childbirth is having a period and childbirth is the 2 things that women can definitely say are the most painful. Women get fibroids and, stuff like that. Polyps and all kinds of stuff that they have to deal with in the women's tract, How often do you handle your own business?
How often do you masturbate?
Yeah, it says men get a bad rap for that. I think it depends on the woman. If they're really sexual and they don't have a partner, are they pulling out toys? I think it just depends. I think it has to do with discipline too. Like, how disciplined are you not to masturbate? That's a lot. That's a lot. What is the exact appropriate response when asked if we find another woman attractive? Some men feel like it's a trap. A trap when your girl says to you, "Do you think she's pretty?" Or "Look at her. Oh, she's pretty." She's waiting for you to respond. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Don't be disrespectful, I think, right? I think it's a line in being disrespectful. You should not be looking at other women when you're with your partner, you know, making it obvious, I think. What do you think?
If she asks you, just act like you don't see who she talking about. Who you talking about? Who? Her? Where? Where's she at?
Yeah. I think really it depends. You know, what is appropriate response? I think it depends on the woman that you're dealing with. Some women are so confident they don't even care.
Yeah.
They'll comment with you. Oh yeah, look at her big butt. I think I'm that kind of woman. I'll be like, God dang, she got a big booty.
Uh-huh.
Look at them hips. Oh my God. You know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it just, you got to know your partner. These are questions you definitely should be asking your partner. How much eye contact, this is number 19, how much eye contact are we allowed to make with you if we don't know you before it becomes creepy? I think this is a classic guy move that goes bad. You just constantly staring. I don't like that. I've had men do that like in different situations where they're just like looking and don't come talk to you. I've had a guy, I was out at an event and he was across the bar and he kept staring at me. So I'm like, okay, why you keep staring at me? I even said to him, like, why you keep looking over here? So he finally walks around the bar, comes to me, and he was like, I just want to tell you, I didn't hear what you said, but I could read your lips. You asked me why you keep staring. So he was like, I'm married, but I want you to know I think you're very attractive. I was like, oh, thank you. That's why he was staring. Okay, that's a nice, that was nice, but stop staring at people. You married. Mm-hmm. If your wife knew you were staring at people, she'd pinch you. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be doing that. What's with all of the hate? I don't know. This is a dumb question. We're going to skip number 20 because I don't even understand. Derek, I don't even understand number 20, so we're just going to leave that alone. We're going to end it here. Guys, first of all, let me just say this. These were interesting questions that you should probably be asking someone. You should ask your partner. So we're going to walk away with the 20 questions that guys wish they could ask women. Next podcast, we're going to come back with 20 questions that women want to ask men that they don't ask. Fire. You know what I'm saying? Because these really were some good questions. And keep the questions coming. Like, people ask me all the time, are you in a relationship? I think I've said that a million times that I'm not. And they keep asking. I don't know. I got all these messages in my inbox. I need people to go through. But we're going to come back with the women ask 20 questions the 20 questions that women ask men, that we should be asking men. There are questions that you should be asking when you first meet somebody. Some
of the women sending questions on your, because it was mostly men that sent you questions.
These are men that sent, mostly men that sent questions.
Try to see or even your friends, see if there's any questions.
What questions you would want to ask a man that you don't normally ask? Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I can already hear some of them.
Yeah, you should do that.
I can already hear somebody. Okay, y'all, at Titi's House Podcast. We'll come back with those questions. Be ready.